Okay, so let's continue with the question number 1, Roman number 2. Now this question, if you want to solve, you can use the product rule, which I will teach you later. But this case, let me right now do it without using product rule. That is, first please open the bracket. We have 6x cubed. Multiply this one here, and then multiply with this becomes negative 15x square. Multiply with this, we have plus 4x. Again multiply here, minus 10. This is nothing but this is y. Please do not write dy by dx. This is y. Now we can differentiate. That implies dy by dx. Make sure implies and divider is straight, as well as the equal to also should be straight. Differentiate this one. Definitely this becomes 18x square minus 215, which is 30x. Then plus 4, because differentiation x is 1, minus 10 is a constant, is equivalent to 0. So this is the answer for Roman number 3. So now Roman number 3. In case of Roman number 3, this x becomes a common denominator to all of them. Please give it to all of them. We have now this x and x cube will get cancelled. We get here 2x square minus x, and one of the x will get cancelled. It becomes 3x. Then plus this x and this x will get cancelled. We have 4 plus at last we have is 5 by x. This is nothing but y. Now we can differentiate. That implies dy by dx is equivalent to, what will be this? As per power rule, it is 4x minus 3. Differentiation of x is 1. Now differentiation of 4, which is a constant, is equivalent to 0. This case, now we are going to use a special case. Please do not bring this one up. You know what's a special case? What's a differentiation of 1 by x? Differentiation of 1 by x is negative 1 divided by x squared. Great! I hope you have learned this special case. This becomes negative 5 divided by x squared. This will be the final answer, okay? Now we have Roman number 4. Now see, the logic I am going to use is a little bit different, but if you can get this logic, it will be very much easier to solve the differentiation problem. So what we have to do here is, always try to find out how many functions are there. In this case, we have two functions. One is a power function and second one is a inside function. So we have two functions. Meaning, if you have two functions, you need to differentiate 2 times. If you have 3 functions, you need to differentiate 3 times. If you have 10 functions, you need to differentiate 10 times. So, now when you differentiate, always try to differentiate from outside to inside. Always differentiate the outside function first, then you go inside. Outside function is 5. Now we have this power, which is a 5. When you go with outside function, as an inside function as an x. Now this logic is a little bit different, okay? So if you get this logic, then it will be much easier for solving differentiation problem. When you go with outside function as an inside function of x, now this will become x raised to power 5. What's the differentiation of x raised to power 5? Differentiation of x raised to power 5 is nothing but it is 5x raised to 4. Yes or no? So when you differentiate this function, now dy by dx will be 5x raised to 4. But in place of x, what do we have? We have 3x square minus 2x plus 1 raised to 4. Then we are not done again. We are not done. We just completed the outside function. We have differentiated outside function. Now differentiate inside. Make sure you put a bracket, differentiate this one. This becomes 6x minus 2. 1 is a constant which is equivalent to 0. 2, 3, 6x, we have minus 2. From here what is common? We have common is 2. Take that 2 outside. 2 times 5 becomes 10. Since I have taken 2 outside, what we have now? 3x minus 1 times 3x square minus 2x plus 1 raised to power 4. So this is the final answer. So now let's go with the Roman number 5. So we have cube root of 2x squared plus 3 raised to power 4. So we are going to use a special case. So usually what you will do, you will change this one to 4 by 3 and then you will use the power rule. It gets complicated. So what we can do here is, let's go with the using special case. For that, find it out how many functions are there. In this case, we have three functions. One is cube root, another one is this power, and at last this is the inside function. So which means we have three functions. Three functions means you need to differentiate three times. So let me take this cube root, which is a outermost function, as number 1, then take this one as number 2, and then at last take this inside function as number 3. Please use this logic, you need to get it. Don't, usually what you will do, you will always put dy dx. Don't do that one, it's a wastage of time, okay? So now, when you go for number 1, we know what's the differentiation of cube root of x, special cases of cube root of x? It is 1 by 3. Answer will be positive, I told you yesterday. 1 by 3 times cube root of, answer positive means power will decrease by 1 with respect to index. Index 3 means power becomes 2. Okay? So therefore, when you go for number 1, assume this number 2 and 3 as a x. Both of them assume this one as a x. So therefore, when you differentiate dy by dx, so listen, I know this method is a little bit complicated, but if you get used to with this method, I'm telling you, later when you go with a bigger function, it will be much easier. Okay? So now cube root of x is 1 by 3 cube root of what? X squared. Which one is the x? It's the 1. 2x squared plus 3 raised to power 4 is the x. This whole thing is the x, then square. I hope you got it. That's it. Differentiation of cube root of x is 1 by 3 cube root of x squared. That means 1 by 3 cube root of this whole thing is x squared. Please get it? Then we are not done. We are not done. We have just completed only this cube root. Okay? Now go with this one now. When you go now number 2, assume this number 3 as a x. Logic is very simple. When you go number 1 is done now. Number 1 is done. When you go number 2, assume this one as a x. Number 3 as a x. So that means this becomes x raised to 4. What's the difference of x raised to 4? 4x cubed, isn't it? This becomes 4 in place of x we have 2x squared plus 3 4x cubed. Have you got it? Now, last one. We are now this power also is done. Last one. What's the answer? 2 times 2x. This becomes 4x. 3 is a constant which is equivalent to 0. Now let me simplify. 4 times 4 becomes 16x. Now we have here 2x squared plus 3 whole cube divided by 3 times cube root of, what will be this answer? We have 2x squared plus 3 raised to power 4 times 2 becomes 8. I don't write 16. Okay, here it becomes 8. Now let me simplify. How to go about this simplification? So now what I can do here is say okay, minus 8 by 3. Okay, you bring this one up. This becomes 16x 2x squared plus 3 whole cube. Bring this one up. This will be now 2x squared plus 3 raised to negative 8 by 3. This is 8 by 3, isn't it, when you change the root? Then you bring this one up. It becomes negative 8 by 3 whole divided by 3. If you are getting confusion, say index is 3. This becomes 8 by 3. Bring this one up, becomes negative 8 by 3. Then we have now, okay, which is this equivalent to 16x times, what will this up? 2x squared plus 3. We know we have same base as the power. 3 times 3 becomes 9. 9 minus 8 is 1 by 3. 1 by 3. If you want, you can change directly to the root divided by 3. Yes or no? Isn't it? 3 3 is 9. 9 minus 8 is equivalent to 1. So final answer is we have 16x. Please change in root. We have cube root of 2x squared plus 3 whole divided by 3. 3. That's it. This is the final answer. Okay? So now, let's go with the Roman number 6. If you see this question, it looks like you can do this question using UIB method, which is a question rule. That's true. You can do it, no problem. But I can do this directly as well. How to go about this one? Now, finding out how many functions, we have 2 functions. This is a power as a 1 and inside function as a 2. We have 2 functions. Upper one is a constant, that's not a problem. So, when you go with dy by dx, now please use the special case. When you go number 1, assume inside function as a x. This will become 1 by x squared. So what's the differentiation of 1 by x squared? Differentiation of 1 by x squared. Use the special case. We have negative 2 divided by x cubed. When the function is in denominator, answer you will get is negative. This 2 will come up, but power of x will increase by 1. Get thorough with the special case, I told you. So now, this answer will be negative 6. Then this 2 will come up, answer will be negative divided by x cubed. But in place of x, what do you have? 2x squared plus 5 whole cube. Right? This 2 will come here, it will multiply with 3, it becomes 6. We have negative, then power will increase by 1. It becomes cube. So now, at last, now differentiation inside which is equivalent to 4x. Final answer is negative 24x divided by 2x squared plus 5 whole cube.